Unit 3, Lesson 1, Fragment 2.
So, have any of you ever had an accident at work?
Yes, I was working in the kitchen of a restaurant last year and it was really frantic because we were really busy. The head chef was shouting at everyone and he shouted at me to get some more plates. So I ran across to the other side of the kitchen and I didn't see that someone had spilled some grease on the floor and it was slippery. So I fell and broke my ankle.
Well, this is a typical accident. Things get busy in any job and there are times when you have to work quickly, but you should never run at work. You should always wear appropriate shoes, and in a kitchen that means non-slip shoes. If anything gets spilled, clean it up straight away because it's a potential hazard. And never leave things lying around on the floor because someone can trip over them. Any other accidents?
Yes, I worked in a restaurant too. It was an Italian restaurant, so we cooked a lot of pasta and there were loads of pans of boiling water. I wanted to check if some pasta was cooked, so I lifted the lid on this big pan and the steam scalded me all down one arm. I've still got some scars from where it burned.
That's nasty, and that's a really common accident. Were you wearing a short-sleeved shirt?
Yes, I was.
Well, one rule is you should always wear long-sleeved shirts when cooking to protect your arms. Your employer should give you an apron to wear, and you should wear that at all times. When you're working with hot food, you should use tongs or oven mitts to protect yourself. And when you lift the lid on hot pans, stand to the side and open the lid away from you so that the steam doesn't come onto your body. Wear long trousers and strong shoes, never open-toed sandals, so that if anything spills, it won't burn you. Any other experiences?
I was working last summer as a fruit picker. It was really hot, and I began to feel a bit funny after lunch. Then, at about 3 in the afternoon, I suddenly felt really weak and faint, and I just collapsed. They took me to the hospital, and I spent 2 days there. They said I was suffering from heat exhaustion.
OK. Now, if you're working outside, it's important to dress appropriately for the weather conditions. If it's very hot, wear a hat to protect your head and wear sunscreen so that you don't burn. You should drink plenty of fluids so you don't get dehydrated, and you must remember to drink even if you don't feel thirsty. Don't drink tea or coffee or very sweet drinks, as they will cause dehydration. And be sensible. Don't do really heavy work in the hottest part of the day. And most importantly, tell someone as soon as you start to feel ill. OK? Anyone else?
Yeah, I was working at a supermarket last winter, carrying people shopping to their cars for them. I was just wearing my usual uniform with short sleeves, and I didn't really notice how cold it was. But all of a sudden, I started to shiver uncontrollably, and my fingers and toes went dead. It was really scary. They sent me home, and it took me ages to feel properly warm again.
Yes, extreme cold is just as dangerous as extreme heat. If you're working outside in cold weather, always wear warm clothing and wear a hat and gloves. Up to 40% of your body heat can be lost through your head. Take frequent breaks inside to warm up and learn to recognise if you're getting too cold.
OK, well, thanks very much for that, Simon. Hopefully you've all got a better idea now of how to keep yourselves safe at work. That's it for today.